Hey guys, it's Tonio here. I here at a potential, lease with option to buy property here, right here in Shreveport. About to meet some potential tenant buyers of this property, so they can look around. Now this house here need a little trashing out. Obviously, when you get properties like this, it's gonna need some form of work. It's gonna need some form of cleaning out, because sometimes people just desert their properties. But overall, it's a nice, good piece of land here. Goes all the way back over here. Property looks very stable. Obviously, if you were selling the house directly out, you probably have to do a little roofing work and a little bit of siding work and things of that nature, and just update some things. But when you're doing leasing with the option to buy, I mean, the game is a little bit totally different. So what you're gonna see here, we got a nice neighborhood here. We get a pan view of the neighborhood. Not too bad, quiet. A neighborhood like this here is your perfect lease with the option to buy a house, because as you look around, you see other houses. There are some are for rent, but you know, a lot of people are buying properties inside this area. So at the end of the day, you got to be willing and able to find these type of properties and go out here and make these deals happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna meet them here in a moment, and we're gonna see if we can kind of close out this deal. So, but before we do that, let me say this quickly here. For real estate investors out there, it's more than one way to make money off property. You know, yes, you can flip them, you can rent out a property, you can do wholesaler. I mean, you can do a whole type of thing. But a lot of things, when you think about long-term wealth, I would say the lease with the option to buy is one of the best ways to go for the investor like me as well. Is that we obviously become the bank, and we turn these properties over to our potential tenant buyers. Okay, so we turn it over to them and allow them to become homeowners. Yeah, they have to come in, maybe do a little bit of work here and there, but it allows them to get into a property without all the red tape, without running so much credit, or without dipping into their finance. Even though we got to find out what these people can afford, a monthly payment that they can afford. You know, even though you got to do your due diligence, it still minimize what a person has to do to get into a property like this. So also, what I'm trying to say, you be the bank and you can collect payments, and you can structure these deals where they take care of the maintenance of the property, you know, because they're putting down a significant amount of money on a house like this, and they're giving them the option to buy. They're leasing with their option to buy. So that's amazing. So it helps you as an investor. You don't have to worry about the maintenance of the house, and you get cash flow, and it helps them as the tenant buyer, that they don't have to go through all the red tape and able to buy a house through the duration of whatever contract that investor have with his lease with the option to buy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait for the potential tenant buyers to get here, and we'll start this video back and see what we got here. All right, guys, I just finished with the potential tenant buyers. Are just driving off here, and we looked at the house, went through everything, and they pretty much liked it. Obviously, the property needs to be cleaned out, trashed out. But when you talk about rent-owned properties where other people have lived there, chances are people leave things behind, and you got to come in and trash them out. You got to pay them few $100s or so to get it trashed out. Get your dumpster and get your guy to come in here and get it all trashed out. So overall, they liked it. I pretty much explained what the monthly payments are going to be, the down payment was going to be, and also how much the house is going to be. So I explained these things, and they were good with it. So what they're going to do is probably go home here tonight and just talk about it and make a decision. They like the good size of the property. They love that. They have three little kids, 2 girls and a boy. So it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. So perfect starter home for them, for the kids. Again, like I told them, once they're able to get in there, we able to clean things out, paint, put some more carpet or something down, and you got yourself a house in a nice, quiet neighborhood. I've been out here for the last almost an hour now. Only seen 2 cars come by. And those are the type of environments you want to have your kids in, where you don't see too much going on, too many people walking up and down the road, smelling certain things in the air. If you don't have those issues, then you have a perfect rent to own. Now it's all about finding the perfect tenant buyer, get your down payment, and get that monthly note in. So on this property here, if you actually have to put some numbers to it, we're gonna sit down and go back to the office and sit down and put some numbers to this house and see how much money can possibly be made with this property if we rent it to own, which that's what's gonna happen. So you guys can see a bird's eye view on exactly how this process works and what type of money a lot of these people in real estate are making. And they're making a lot of money only if you do it the right way, only if you're a trustworthy person, is about your word, doing things the correct way and not trying to screw people out here. So if you're gonna be in this real estate industry, your name, your company name means a lot. So you gotta be able to stand behind that and do the right things and put people in properties that know, one, also in good areas, number 2, places where you would stay, and number 3, that it's a fair deal. Yes, as a real estate investor, you do have to make money, but it has to be a fair deal. But right about now, let's get back to the office and put some numbers together and see what we got when it comes to the deal here. Hey, if you want to be able to get up to a $10,000 check by using my free manual, show you how to get an assignment fee just by going out there, finding properties and bringing them over to us and allow us to buy them, I will tell you exactly where to go do it. So right here in the description over any video of mine, click on more and click on the link right there. Now you have your own copy of this book. How amazing is that? Get your free copy today.